it's Jackie Ballheis from Clomp Stampers. Today I'm excited to bring you an easy fun fold with a stamp set that's in the annual catalog. That was one of the very first ones I bought because it caught my eye, like so fun. Who likes retro? It is the coolest, funnest little retro stamp set that you can make cards for anybody. And I'm gonna make an easy fun fold to share a lot of tips with the stamp set. And then I have several other samples that I'll share with you. Now I'll have pictures of everything I share with you over on my website. Link will be right down there in the video description. So you can go over there and you can grab all the supplies, the colors, and all the dimensions. So if you'd like to make these cards, you can get everything you need over there. And then if you'd like to order any of these products, you can order them too. So I hope you like the stamp set as much as I do. It's just kind of fun. So let's flip the camera down and I'm ready to start creating. So the stamp set we're going to use is called Tune In. And this is what I meant by retro. Who remembers the big old box TVs? I sure do. And this stamp set, I had so much fun playing with it. Like I said, we're going to make a fun fold, and then I have 3 other ones, and I'm making them, I'm kind of sticking with that retro theme and doing some retro color combinations. So we're going to start out with our fun fold. Now, we are going to start with an 8.5 by 11, or 8.5 by 5.5, normal card size. And we are going to score this at, we're going to start out at 2. And then we're going to come out to 3 1/8. And then we're going to move it out to 5, 1, 2, 3, 8, 5 3/8. And then our final one will be at, did I do that right? Yeah, 5 1/4, right out there. No, I did something wrong here. Let's see, we've got 2, 3 1/8, 5 3/8. Oh, 6 1/2. That's my problem. Okay, we're right. I'm just reading something wrong. 6 1/2. So we're going to come out here. Now, this is actually a fun fold from my fun fold book that I know a lot of you have it. So if you want the written instructions, grab your book, and it's on page 14. So we scored it 2, 3 1/8, 5 3/8, and 6 1/2. And then this card is going to fold up like so. You'll see here. So when we fold it like that, it's going to fit into a regular envelope, because we always want to make sure they fit in a regular envelope, right? So we're going to use our bone folder, get some nice crisp folds in there like so. Now, if you guys saw my table here where I'm working on, it is a mess, because this card just has a ton of what I like to call parts and pieces. So let's do all the parts and pieces, and then we're going to put the card together, and it's super cute. So let's set that aside. There's our first part. Now we need to do some stamping. Okay, so we're going to start with our TV image, the kind of focal point. Now I'm using something that I love to use when I'm doing either larger images or when I'm stamping on colored cardstock, and it's the Misti. Now, I know many of you have the Stamparatus. Unfortunately, Stampin' Up doesn't sell it anymore. The Misti is the same concept. It's a stamp positioner or a stamping tool. I don't know what the right word is, but it will help you get good images without using blocks, okay? So if you've never seen a stamp positioner, this is how it works, because we're going to use it here. Stamp is clean. I'm figuring out where I want to stamp it, and then I'm just going to close this and pick it up. So now we've got it in position. We're going to stick this right down there, tight in the corner. Use a little magnet to hold it there. Now, part of the reason I'm using it with this stamp is, one, it's a little bit bigger image, okay? And other, whenever I stamp on colored cardstock, it doesn't seem to stamp quite as good as on that basic white. Now, you can see it did okay, but those lines aren't super crisp and black. And for this, I want them black, 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 okay? So the beauty of a stamp positioner like this is I can ink it up and I can stamp it again. Now, when I pick it up, you can see it got darker and darker. And I think we're going to even do this a third time, because like I said, I want it like super dark and crisp. And then because my paper, I keep it down in the corner with that magnet. When I repeat stamp on it, it should stamp right in the exact same place. And look at that. Can you see the difference? I don't know if the video's picking it up, but it definitely is a much crisper, darker image there. So there is our TV. And then what we're going to do is just use the die and power of TV, right? I've already die cut one for you because I just don't have room here. You should see my table. So lots of parts and pieces. We've got that. And then we have the inside of our TV, our little TV screen. So let's go ahead and stamp that first. And we're going to start out with our little, I don't even know. What do you call that? Sometimes I have a hard time describing stamps. Just the little doodads, we'll call it. And I want these lighter. So I'm going to go on scrap paper first, and we'll stamp a couple on here like so. And then we'll clean. That was, what do I have? Calypso Coral. And then let's just put a few of this pumpkin pie on here as well. Okay, we're just kind of making a little bit of a background there. And then let's come back to our black. And I got so many stamps here. Let's see. We are going to use Stay Tuned for an Important Message. Now, this was also cut out with a die. I should bring these in here so you can see. I used that die. So that's the inside of our TV. And so we're going to go ahead and stamp right on there. Stay tuned for an important message. There we go. That is going to go on our TV when we put all our pieces together. Now, I've also pre-stamped and cut out our little antennae. And then antenna, I don't know. And then some of these little, I don't know, what should we call those? They're very retro looking, right? This is all with the dies. Now, we got a little bit more stamping to do. So I have a piece of basic white here. And then we're going to use, let's see, did I bring that one? Maybe I didn't grab this one because there's so many stamps here. Okay, it's just like little diamonds. So we're going to start out with pumpkin pie, and we're going to stamp these randomly. So let's do 3 of them, and then we clean it off, and then let's use Coastal Cabana. So we're going to kind of keep our random stamping going here, fill this in. Let's see, we could go like that. Does that look filled in enough? I think so. We're going to call it good. Now, this piece, what we're going to do is grab our paper trimmer, and we need these pieces to be 5 1/4, which I think we already are, by 7/8. So I don't know how big this piece was when I started, but we're going to cut it down. I knew it was a little bigger than I needed. So we need 2 pieces that are 7/8. So there's those 2 pieces. Okay, what other stamping? Oh, we got one more stamping. Let's do this one while we're at it. Then we can get the ink pads out of here. So we're going to use our happy birthday. Now, all of these stamp sets came out of this one stamp set. So just lots of parts and pieces. So we'll go happy birthday, and then let's stamp it again without re-inking. And then we'll go one more time like so. And then what do we have here? Let's do your classic. Okay, and we're going to put that right over the happy birthday like so. And then the little, I like to call these the little lightning bolts. Let's put a couple of those on here as well. Okay, that's that piece. I think we're ready to put things together. Let me just take a second and put these ink pads out of the way. Okay, let's go back to our card base. Remember this? It seems so long ago. And we are just going to start assembling on this. Now, I have some designer series paper. This is from the Brights pack. And we are going to use pumpkin pie on this one. So I have cut these pieces to fit in all the panels. Now, I'll have all these sizes over on the website. I'm not sure what these are. Maybe 2 inches. But again, that link is down in the blog post or down in the video description to take you to the blog post, and you can grab all the measurements. Otherwise, if you have the Fun Fold book, pull that out because everything's in there. So there's those. And then let's put this one in the center. Can you see our retro color theme going? Pumpkin pie, Coastal Cabana, Calypso Coral. And then these pieces are going to go in our small little areas there. So let's just stick those. Now these, we could intermix this. Okay, you could have designer series paper, or all these layers could be stamped. We just have, what, 5 different panels to put something on, which is kind of fun. Okay, there's that. Now, because this is going to be the front of our card, there's really not an open it. So in this case, we use the back as the front, so to speak. So this is where you can write your little message. And you could write more all over if you want to just sign your name. You got this little spot. Okay, there's that. Now, let's come over here and put our TV together. We're going to use some dimensionals on the screen to kind of pop this up some, like so. We're going to put it right in the middle. And then here's our little antenna. Antenna? So am I saying that right? We're going to put just a little bit of adhesive there, and we'll stick it right on like so. Now I also die cut. This was with one of the dies, the little turning knobs. Now I found the easiest way to stick these on, because they're so little, is to use a glue dot. Let's see here. So we can just push that on there and pick it up with a glue dot. And we're going to put those, sticking to the fingers, right over the little dots on there. So again, this just gives it more dimension. And, you know, like I said, lots of parts and pieces. Okay, so then that one, well, we got to turn it. We'll make it turn it a little bit different way. There we go. Okay, so there's our TV. Now this is going to go ahead and go in the center. And we want to make sure that it only sticks to that center panel so it pops out when it's stood up. So we're going to put dimensionals just down the middle. So we don't want to stick our card closed. Let's see. So we're going to put that right there. You can see how now the card's going to fold up in the envelope just like so. And then these little guys, let's see. I think are they going to fit? Ooh, they just fit. Okay, we can use a regular size dimensional on this. And we're going to just stick a couple of these. Oh, you know what? I don't like that. I don't like to see dimensionals at all, because when you put it on color. So let's peel that off. And I've got some minis here. These will work better. Okay. Oh, much better. Okay, so we're going to stick one of those right there. And then let's go ahead and let's see, what color do I have here? I think this is pretty peacock. Let's do one there. And then lemon lime twist, I believe. We'll stick that one right over there. Retro! Okay, I think we're all together. So here's our card, how it fits in the envelope, and then it'll stand up like so because it's mantle worthy. And here's the backside, which is really our inside, if you'd like to think of it that way. Now, let me show you the other ones I made. So when I first designed this card, I did Coastal Cabana for the background. So you can see how you can use whatever color, and you could use completely different colors for all of your colors. But there is our Fun Fold. Again, that was on page 14 of the Fun Fold book. If you don't already have this, you can find this over on my website as well. We have templates in there showing you how to make 54 different 54 different Fun Folds. Tell you what, I think I made that book as much for you guys as for me, because anytime I go to create, I grab either the Fun Fold book or the template, the regular template book, to use as my guide for creating. So we did those, and then I have 3 other ones. Now these are not Fun Folds, but you can see how I just used a lot of the different parts and pieces, again, to design our little fun retro card. So there's that one and this one. And again, I'll have measurements for all the pieces and colors that I use for these over on the website, so you can grab those. And then here is our 3rd one. So no Fun Folds, plus one Fun Fold. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. Picked up some ideas using the Tune In stamp set. It's a lot of fun. Something a little bit different than flowers, because I tend to gravitate to flowers, but I just love the retro look of this, and I hope you do too. So check out all the blog posts, and if you'd like to purchase these products, you can do so over there as well. Thank you so much, friends, for watching. Make sure to share my video with your crafty friends. Subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to stamping again with you real soon. Have a stamp happy day.